Hello, everybody. Welcome into the stream. Gonna be messing around a little bit with iron farms tonight. Probably gonna be streaming for probably about an hour and a half or so. How's everybody doing tonight? This is iron farm that Rufus Atticus posted a video on probably about, I don't know, 2 months ago or so. It's something completely different than what I've messed with before, but I'm trying to get a good idea how it works. Yeah, this one's quite different. This instead of having them all locked up in pods, you use the grass blocks and the wool to affect their pathfinding. That way they don't delink from workstations and beds. I'm gonna see if I can maybe stack these on. I'm doing pretty good, Caleb. How are you doing? Had kind of a busy day with the family. It was the wife's birthday this weekend. We went and saw the new Avatar movie today at the IMAX in 3D. It was quite the something. Good good movie. Oh, let me get my heads up display back on. All right, got that back. Doing well, huh? That's good. All right. Okay, so I'm trying to work out right now. Yeah, Vernon, this way should reduce the lag quite a bit. I'm thinking with that, with my 25 stack and my 30 stacked farm, I think the majority of the lag on those came from the villagers bouncing around in water. So I'm thinking this way it should reduce the lag quite a bit. And, what Rufus Atticus said in the video that he did on this was that this is stackable. So I'm gonna I'm gonna give it a shot and see what I can do about stacking it. I just need to work out where to place everything. Oh yeah, Caleb, I'm in Redstone Wizards Discord. He's he's got me pulled in there, and I'm gonna be doing some work in there on some iron farm stuff. Uh, Redstone's kind of his deal, but probably try to build that 24 stack raid farm in there as well. So that should be entertaining at best. Yeah, it was this morning probably wasn't the greatest thing for me. I may or may not have had a few too many adult beverages last night when I was streaming. That was not a not a very good idea. I didn't really feel all that great this morning. The older I get, the less I enjoy doing that. So, what I'm gonna do is the center of the village has to be, I believe it's 13 blocks from the center of the village to another one. But what I think I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna make this, because this farm occupies one chunk. And what I've got laid out here is a sim distance. So what I think I'll probably end up doing is I will probably put a farm, like maybe 3 stacked here in this, what would be the 0 chunk. And then I'll probably put 3 of them stacked in this number 2 chunk on both sides, and then I'll come up here to this chunk, probably right here, and I'll put 3 here, and then 3 in that chunk, and then probably 3 high in that chunk, and then 3 high in that chunk. That would make it, let's see, 9 times 3, that'd be 27. Hey, John, how's it going? I'm doing pretty good. Went with the family today and watched the new Avatar movie, the IMAX 3D. That was pretty awesome. I haven't been to an IMAX for forever, and then the 3D just made it even that much better. Oh, for me, it's just about 11 o'clock at night for me, Caleb. I live in Southwest United States. Excuse me. All right, so we'll get this going over here. Trying to decide how many blocks I want to go up over here. Yeah, Vernon, it was a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. My son really enjoyed it as well. He really enjoyed it. It was a really good movie. All right, so I'm at negative 46. Yeah, John, I can guarantee after having a few adult beverages last night, I was not feeling very fine first thing this morning. Uh, Definitely gonna have to slow down on those. That the older I get, the worse the morning after becomes. So come up here to 26. Yeah, we'll do that. And I'm going to cheat a little bit here. I've got a structure block that I'm going to use to put these in. Okay, yeah, Caleb. So the stacking mechanics, I'm gonna get to that here in just a second. I'm gonna bring this. I'm bringing this. I'm just copying the structure up from where I'm at, and then I'm gonna build the pathway, and I'll show you the mechanics of it. All right. Time lapse. I'm not really big on the trident killers for iron farms. Welcome in, by the way. Um, the looting 3 effect is not applied from trident killers and with with iron golems. So for me, it's just it's not worth it. I've had way too many issues with the tridents falling out, and if I'm going to build something like this, I don't want to have to run around and pick up tridents and put them back in, and I just don't care for it. This farm, according to what Rufus Atticus put in his video, gets about 390 an hour, for one farm. Yeah, the speed of the kill would be the speed of the kill would be nice. It'd make it to where you could get a little bit higher rates. For me, I would just basically prefer not to use them. Um, it's just basically it's just personal preference. Not only that, with as stretched out as all of these are, I don't want to have to come up with a redstone system to get everything wired up to where it'll work. Okay, so let me get a way to get these guys in here. Caleb, I chose Bedrock over Java, just because I started playing this when my son was really young, and it was just the version that we had, basically. I mean, there's really no other real no other real reason for it. Okay, put that there, and then put that there. Put that there. We'll get a trap door so these villagers can't get out. What's your question, time lapse? Okay. Okay, we'll put that there and that there. That'll keep these guys from getting out. Okay, so the use another portal on your iron farm. Oh, are you talking about clearing the golems out of the farm with nether portals? Is that what you're thinking? Uh, time lapse. I have literally no idea on that. I've never once tried to uh tried to use nether portals. It's something that I may mess around with moving forward. I'm really not sure. But I would imagine that the rate increase would be pretty good. I personally don't like to use multi-dimensional farms if I can get away with it. Um, that's just a personal preference thing for me. Um, yeah, see, Caleb, I like the technical aspect on Bedrock better. It's on Java to make an iron farm. It's really easy, and I kind of like doing things that I think are challenging, and iron farms on Java to me are just not they're not challenging at all. It's three villagers, three beds, and you could build it all in like a probably like a 7 by 7 area, and I'm not big on that. So I need to go to -133. Oh, whoops. And I'll go out just a little bit for good measure. All right. Get this over here. And what's the issue with it, time lapse? Other than the insane amount of lag that came along with it. Okay, so we got that there. Got that there. Get some rails. Let's see where the rails at. Okay. Regular rails, power rails, and I'm gonna need a couple of levers. Yeah, see, okay, time lapse. What I'm doing right now is that's the whole reason that that's why I'm trying to do this right here and mess with this is if I can find a way to reduce the lag down. I know Old Guy and Dr. Jan Cyan play together on a realm, and he has something that's similar to this, but not the same. And they had he's got 36 farms stacked with this, and he says it's stable on a realm, so it should help out quite a bit. Oh, okay, yeah, time lapse. If you have a bot for AFK, yeah, the portal farms probably not too bad. If I like if I'm going for like a 100% survival situation, or if this is just somebody that's gonna be playing on a solo world, just complete vanilla, I want it to be something that everybody can use. Because I know anybody that plays on console, specifically Xbox, it's really hard to get anything in there. Oh yeah, I wish that there was something that made the villagers a little less laggy, and unfortunately, I don't know of any that do. Okay, so we'll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then this will be a powered rail. Yeah, if I ever tried to AFK on my phone for that long, my my battery on my phone would absolutely hate me. It just wouldn't be good. Let me grab a torch. Just keep this lit up. I don't want to be messing around with mobs up here on this. No, everything's looking good here on my end. Time lapse. Are we having stream issues again? Okay, here, 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 here. Okay. Yeah, I'm still trying to work that out with my internet service provider. I'm paying for 12 up, and occasionally it drops way down, and everybody in my house is off of anything that's using internet right now. Everybody's already gone off to bed, but because of my work schedule, I generally work nights or later into the night, and I have to try to maintain my work schedule or my sleep schedule so that I don't mess things up for work. So, yeah, there's nobody's using anything in the house right now. Okay, so we've got that. Come back here. We'll just put our rails all the way down. Oops. That wasn't supposed to happen. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so we got... Oh, Caleb, I don't have any issue with that at all. I I drive a truck and I deliver cement powder to ready mix plants. Not exactly the sexiest job in the world, but it works. It pays the bills. Oh yeah. Hey, welcome in, Clyde. Yeah, I'm gonna actually let me give myself night vision. Let's see here. Yeah, actually, Vernon, I really like driving a truck, to be honest with you. I really do. It's to be honest, it's a simple job, and I just really like I really do like what I do. I There are very few people in this world that can say that they really like their job, and I'm just lucky enough to be one of those people. The guy that I work for is absolutely amazing. He takes really good care of us. I just I haven't downloaded it, to be honest with you. Time lapse. It's just something that I've never downloaded the pack to remove the particles. They don't necessarily bother me, but um what I can do is I can just I'll set it to always day here in just a minute, and then I'll clear the particle effects. Okay, let me give that a shot. There. Yeah, Vernon, I drive a tractor trailer. It's the the pneumatic bolt truck. Caleb, yeah, I prefer a controller over mouse and keyboard. Uh, it just really depends on what game I'm playing. If I learned how to play the game on mouse and keyboard, I'll use mouse and keyboard. But if I learned how to play on the controller, I'll play it on the controller. Um, that's just kind of how I do it. And like Minecraft, I use a controller because when I'm mobile, I've got USB cord that goes between my controller and my phone, and then I can play on my phone with a controller. I think the interface is better. Um, hmm. Yeah, I'm still getting the particles. Here, let me just do this. I'll clear the effects and then I'll just set it to always day. Come in here. Because this stacking method that I'm going to be using, you can stack them during the day. So it doesn't really doesn't matter. The only time I'm going to have to do anything with nighttime is so I can trade with these guys to lock them in. Oh, okay, Clyde. So you said clear the effect first and then do that. I'll definitely have to remember that. All right. So we're setting up the stacking right now. That's what we got going on. Get this. Okay, and then let me actually I'll break this and that one. We'll put a powered rail right here. And then build ourselves a little backstop here that we can put these guys on. Alright, so now what I will do is clear my inventory out here. Get a minecart. Live should still be on, Clyde. I don't know if maybe my stream dropped for a second, but it should still be live. Yeah, Caleb, yeah, I try to keep myself in check. Basically my entire reason for even starting this channel was to get good information out for Bedrock players. There's nowhere near enough good content. There's not enough good Bedrock content out there for people. It that was something that I always found really irritating when my son and I first started playing Minecraft way back. Was we would see something on YouTube that we wanted to build in our world, and then we would find out that it didn't work. Yeah, Kyle, there's not very many technical there's not very many technical Bedrock players that post on YouTube a lot. But that's not saying that the ones that do post on there aren't absolutely amazing. I I like watching a lot of A lot of, like, Navy Nexus had an awful lot of really good stuff. Like watching Old Guy, he's like the Iron Farm, like the guy. Um, like watching Rufus Atticus. Uh, the problem with watching a lot of those guys, I mean, their content's absolutely amazing. They've got great content. The only issue that I've ever heard anybody have is that they say it's boring. But I mean, it's if you wanna learn how to do something advanced, you there's not very many really good ways to make it exciting. Actually, Caleb, my favorite Java YouTuber is not a technical player, believe it or not. He's more of just a builder. I'm a huge fan of Blue Nerd. Uh, that guy can build better than just about anybody that I can think of, and his terraforming skills are like beyond on point. Okay, so now we've got we have to I had to clear the beds out of here because you can't have any beds in here at all yet. So no beds in here yet. And just to be on the safe side, I'm going to switch these workstations out just so we don't have any issues with the guys down below delinking or whatever. I'm thinking about it, Clyde. I'm in I'm in the server that Redstone Wizard has. Um and I'm going to be doing some stuff in there. I'll probably end up doing some videos from there. But as far as a let's play, I'm not really sure if I have the time to do that. Okay. Okay, let's get back over here. And we'll get the which guy do we want to do first? We'll do this guy first. Okay, so this is the easiest way that I've ever found to stack villagers. I'm on always day, so it you'll be able to see this can be done during the day. Most people will tell you that you can only stack them at night, but okay, yeah, Clyde, that's what I'm getting to right now. This is how I stack villages, and you can do this during the day when you stack this way without having to worry about the villagers running all over the place and doing well, be honest, dumb villager things. So we'll put this guy in here, and we'll get this guy's bed, so he'll link up to that bed right there eventually. Thank you. And then the second bed will be, we'll put that right there. And then get another minecart here. We'll get our other villager in here. Okay, so now I'm going to bring that guy up to here. So now you see where this guy's linked, or he stopped right next to the pillow of the bed, and I don't have like any concrete evidence that it's what's happening, but if he's closer to the bed, like if I stopped him right here next to the pillow, it seems like the linking works a little bit better. It's just a little bit quicker. So now that guy's linked to that bed, that guy's linked to that bed, but what I'm going to do now is I'll take that bed and I'll put that there next to that, and then turn that on. Move this guy over here. And then we'll break that bed, and he just linked to that. Um, Kyle, I do a little bit of building. I don't have any building stuff on my channel. And I try to terraform, but I'm not even gonna lie. I'm I'm not really all that good at it. That's why I watch so many of Blue Nerd's videos, is because I'm trying to get better at it. So now we've got these two beds here. We've already stepped it up. We'll throw that bed here and then bump this guy up. Once he's up there next to that bed, we can break that bed, and then you see he linked there. What we're doing here is we've started the village way down here, and you have to be at least 100 blocks away from the farm that you're bringing him into. And every time we move this village, it just stretches the village binding box, and then when we break the back bed and put it back up, it just shifts the village binding box down. But if we went and we tried to just populate this village right off of the bat, that village would merge with that village, and then we would only get iron golems spawning in either one of the two of them. The top one specifically, because the iron golems are going to look for the top block. The way that the spawning mechanics work, they're going to spawn in on the uppermost block. So we're going to use the stacking method, and then we're going to get it in there. And then this also increases the rates quite a bit. The way it works is you can have one iron golem alive at a time for every 10 villagers that you have in the village. And then, so if you have 10 villagers, you get one golem, 20 villagers, two golems, 30 villagers, three golems, 40 villagers, four golems. But once you get up to 40 villagers, you hit diminishing returns. Allie, by far the best shulker farm for Bedrock Edition is made by Groova Guy. It's his shulker sandwich version 2. It's just ridiculous. That shulker farm produces on average a full shulker box of shulker shells every hour that you AFK at it. It's absolutely ridiculous. If you're gonna build it and AFK in there, I will definitely suggest that you turn your sound down, because the noise in it is ridiculous. Okay, so we're gonna put that here. Then we'll power this. We'll get this guy up here. Flick that off. Now we're gonna break that, and he'll link to that. Okay, so to make a village in Bedrock, a village is one villager and one bed. That is a village. In order for a village to spawn iron golems, you have to have 20 beds and 10 villagers, and at least 75% of the villagers have to have worked at their workstation in the last Minecraft day. So that's the spawning mechanics for it. That's why a lot of people say do not bring nitwits into an iron farm, because it cuts down on their ability to work at their workstations. So okay, we got these guys over here. Put this here. Move this dude up. And when I did that 30 stacked iron farm, this process right here, when I was doing this, once I got up to the very end of it. Okay, Caleb, the reason I'm moving two of them right now is because the way that the stacking mechanic works, if I had more than these guys, I'd have to bring them all up at once. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move these two guys all the way in here. And once I get those guys in here, I'm going to place their beds in the center. And then once I have the first two beds in here, I can control with that where the center of the village is going to be. And I'm going to make the center of the village that block right there. And then once this is the center of the village, then I can add all of the other beds, and then I'll bring all of the other villagers down here. Either on rails. If I was going to do this in survival, I'd have a villager breeder about 100 blocks out that way, and I'd bring them all up. Once these two guys are in here in the farm, then I'd just bring the other 18 villagers from here, or from the breeder up to here, and then shoot them across into the farm on the rails. But I don't want to have to move all of the villagers in this way. It's simpler to do two, and then once I've got the two guys in there, just bring all the other villagers. But for testing purposes, once these guys are in here, you can even give these guys food once they're inside of there, and just let them, you can just let them, basically you could use that as a breeder, because you'll have 20 beds and you only have two villagers. So then you could just give them a whole bunch of food and let them do it themselves. Just for testing purposes, I'm going to use spawn eggs when I get up there. Once these two guys are in there and that's an established village, I can just drop spawn eggs in there, and the village can be populated that way. Okay, so bump you up there. And see, with the stacking mechanic, yeah, Clyde, this is the 4 chunk. This is sim 4. If you ever wondered what the sim distance looks like, what you have loaded, if you're standing in that chunk that's marked 0, everything you see inside of that black line, the black line is not loaded. Everything inside of it is loaded. Oh, okay, Caleb, if you're gonna crash out, have a great night. Get some sleep. Yeah, it's 11:30 here for me. So come back over here. Just keep moving these guys up. And when you move these guys, it's really important that you when you break this bed, you have to make sure that you get these particles before you place the next bed. If you don't get the particles, it'll mess things up. And then that's when you can merge villages, and that's not really that defeats the whole purpose of stacking. 2:28 in the afternoon for you, Clyde. Oh wow, you I wouldn't even begin to know where that would put you in the world. I know Wayne's World, who stops in stream quite a bit, he's in Australia. I start streaming at 10:30 at night, and that's 4:30 for him. So that would probably put you somewhere around there if I'm correct. Put that there. Get this guy bumped up. That. Get you moved up here. Okay, Philippines. All right, that makes sense. That makes sense. It's one of the few places that I haven't ever been. Break that. Okay, he linked up there. Just keep putting this up. It's this is definitely not the most exciting process in the entire world, but this is what makes stacking iron farms possible. It's just a whole bunch of doing the same thing over and over and over and over. When I built the 30 stacked iron farm that I have on my channel, it took me roughly, I would say probably 2 months of working on it on my off time to get it done. It's definitely a project that you don't want to try to just start on and just go and go and go and go and go, because if you do that, you'll burn out. You'll definitely burn out. And then once we get close enough into the village, what you're going to see is these two guys right here will actually claim workstations that are inside of the farm. And once they do that, then that's a pretty good indication that you've got the stacking done correctly. Pump you up. Break that. Bring this back over. Okay, got that guy there. Clyde, I sometimes play other games. There's a small handful of them. As I've gotten older, my eyesight's not quite as good as it used to be, and my hand-eye coordination isn't quite what it used to be. I used to really love playing PvP games, but anymore, I can't do it. I'm way too competitive, and I can't really be competitive with my eyes being what they are. So I just try not to frustrate myself like that. I do play Grounded every now and then. And then I've been playing 7 Days to Die with a good friend of mine. But the console version of 7 Days to Die is incredibly broken right now. So I don't really play that. I used to play Warframe quite a bit. That was a really fun game for me. I probably have close to 6,000 hours in that game, I think. Something like that. I spent way too much time playing that game. Way too much time. But that was another one where I kind of dove real deep into the mechanics and tried to figure out how everything worked. All right, so, oop, how did I miss a lever here? Oh, and I almost fell off of the Fell off of the thing. Pro gamer. Pro gamer move. Okay. We'll break that. He links to that. Yeah, Clyde, I don't really do a whole lot of stuff away from home. I'm kind of a cheapskate, I guess. That's what I've been told. It doesn't really cost me anything to sit here behind my computer and play a video game. But I just try to save as much money as I can. I'm not wanting to drive a truck for the rest of my life. One day I would eventually like to retire. Okay, we'll break that. He linked up to that. We'll get this guy moved up here. Break that. Another game that I tried out, Clyde, but when I bought it, it was incredibly broken, and I just got so upset that I completely got rid of the game. Was Anthem, the game Anthem. I really wanted to like that game, but when I bought it, it was so unbelievably broken. And then I bought Fallout 76 for my son and and when we bought that, it was really broken. So I didn't play either one of those for any real amount of time at all. Not saying that Bedrock Edition on Minecraft isn't broken. This thing's got there's more bugs than anybody could even list, but yeah, this is at least playable. Um, and 7 Days to Die right now on console is really broken. The world that I was playing on with my friend that lives right here by me, we were 17 days in game on 7 Days to Die, and then the game crashed and it corrupted the world and everything was lost. So at least I know on this one it'll work. Yeah, bug rock. Yeah, definitely bug rock. There's a bug that I noticed the other day in the current update with flat worlds. Once I get these guys in here in a regular world, I can throw a whole bunch of carrots or potatoes at them and they'll pick them up and they'll share them with each other and they'll breed. But in a flat world, the villagers will not pick up carrots, they will not throw them at each other, and they will not breed. All right, Vernon, if you're going to head off to bed, have a great night. Get some sleep. Yeah, if you want to watch the stream tomorrow, just go ahead. I'm gonna keep. I'm just gonna keep leaving all of the VODs available on the channel. I've been putting them into playlists. This one will probably be in the Farm Ideas playlist. I have a specific playlist for the raid farm stacking, and what I may do is I may start a new playlist for this one for iron farm stacking. That way people can easily access and see what's what and what's available. So get up here. Move this dude up here. Get you linked up. Hi, Jack. How's it going? Welcome in. Alright, okay, so you see we got the sparkles right here. These two guys just claimed workstations in there, so that's a really good sign that we've got this village stacked in here. But we're just going to keep going all the way to get these guys all of the way in, and then that way I'll be able to show you guys the next step of this. Alright, so he linked there. Put that there. Move this guy back up. Alright, he linked up there. And then I appreciate you popping in, Jack. Everything going well for you tonight? Alright, we'll put that back there. Break that. Alright, he linked up there. Then we'll get this guy moved up here. Pop that bed. And then we'll move that guy. Clyde, when they claim the job, you still have to continue this process to at least where I'm at right now. You have to get these guys all the way up in here into the farm. Now once they're in this area right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this bed and I'm going to place this bed right here. And what that's going to do is once this villager right here claims that bed, that's going to be the village center. That'll be the center of the village. Okay, apparently mine carts can't move on carpet. So we'll move that. Alright, so we'll get this guy. We'll push him. We'll push him over here. That way he's by his bed. I put these trapdoors right here. That way, once I break the minecart and this guy's not in the minecart anymore, these trapdoors will actually keep these guys from breaking out of the farm or running out of here and doing what villagers do best, which is dumb things like walking off of platforms or whatever. This just keeps them all in this little area over here. They're nice and safe. Okay, so I'll break that. Now he linked to that bed there. Now what we'll do is come back and we'll place this bed here. And then break that. And then we'll get this guy moved in here. And then come back over here, turn that up. Okay, yeah, Jack, I'll tell him that I'll tell him you said hi. He wasn't able to join in tonight. He had some stuff to do. I believe he has to work tomorrow. I'm probably not gonna be working tomorrow because of the weather. It's supposed to rain here tomorrow, and rain and concrete just don't mix well together. Okay, so that guy will link to that bed. Okay, so now we've got this village stacked in here. what I can do is I can just break this and break that. Now these guys are in here on their thing. They're going to be able to access their workstations. What you're going to do if you want to do this in creative, you can just use spawn eggs in here. If you're going to do it in survival, I would just leave all these rails turned on. And then you could throw villagers in mine carts from a villager breeder that's 100 blocks from right here. You want your breeder to be 100 blocks farther out. Then you just bring them in here and you just shoot them down here into the farm. That'll get them down here where they need to be. But since I'm doing this in creative and I'm just testing, I'm going to go ahead and close all of this up. I need another workstation here. Break that. Then we'll put a fence there. And then a fence there. Fence here. Okay, so what we've got right here, these two guys and these two beds, that's these guys are technically a village right now, but because we don't have 20 beds and we don't have 10 villagers, we won't be able to spawn any iron golems. So what we're going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to get these top beds down first. We're going to make sure that we have 20 beds in here. So this top layer, that's 5 on this side, 5 on the other side. So that's going to be 20. And then we'll break all of these right here. And then we'll go ahead and we'll place these beds here. We'll go ahead and place the ones over here. So now we have a total of 20 beds. Then we'll start bringing these villagers. Instead of dragging them down that track, I'm just going to use the spawn eggs. It's just faster for me. Okay, so that guy, that makes number 3. That makes number 4. That makes number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. Number 9. And that's number 10. So, and yep, we already have a golem spawning. So, okay, so this village is spawning golems. Now what we can do is we can come down here and we can make sure that these guys are still doing what they're supposed to do and spawning golems. Let me go back up here and finish populating this village really quick. That's number 11. That's number 12. That's number 13. 14. 15. 16. 16, 17, 18, 19. Did I miscount my villagers here? Oh, okay, Kyle, in the US to get a driver's license, you have to be at least 16 years old. Or in my case, for what I do to get the commercial driver's license, um, you have to be 21. Oh, yeah, Kyle, thanks. Yeah, definitely. I always forget about that one too. Okay, so we got golems spawning here. Need to make sure that we've got 20 villagers. Unless I'm... We should be able to have 2 at a time. And then we should also be getting golems down there. This is so weird to see these glow squids coming out of there. It's only because of how low in the world I built it. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of hang out here for a minute and make sure that we've got golems spawning in on both of them. Still got them up top, and you can see we had a cat spawn down there. So if a cat's spawning down there, that's a really good indication that that we should be getting golems down there as well. The item sorter, I don't necessarily have one for just specifically for an item sorter, but I do have a tutorial for a shulker box loader that has an item sorter built onto it. And that item sorter you can put them right next to each other. It's a one wide tileable design. It'll work. Okay, and when you're doing this with stacking villages, really good thing to do is you want to make sure that you have golems spawning in both of these before you start working on the next one. If you don't, you can run into problems. You just want to make sure that you have you have 2 villages stacked together. Uh, you don't want to spend any extra time working on it if you don't have to. So, um, oh yeah, I'm getting the particle effects again. Um, Kyle, what I'm planning on doing is I'm gonna do 3 layers in this chunk right here, and then I'll do 3 layers in this chunk, I believe, and then 3 in that chunk, or maybe this one. No, I think it was, no, it was 3 layers in that chunk, 3 layers in that chunk, 3 layers in that chunk, that chunk, that chunk, and that chunk. So if we do that, that'll give us a total of 27, and I think I should be able to get, I might even do 4. Okay, so yeah, we have stacked villages. You see, we have a golem down here, and we have a golem up here. So we have successfully stacked this village on top of that village. So if we hadn't have done the stacking process with this, and we would have just put all the villagers in here without doing the deal with the rails and the mine carts right there, we would only be getting golems in this top farm. We wouldn't get any in this bottom one. And then these cobwebs right here, what these cobwebs are for is when like you'll be able to see right here, when the golem burns up, the drops come over here, and they're gonna hang up on these cobwebs. But what that's gonna do is it's gonna make it to where they drop straight down, and they'll land on those cobwebs and fall straight down, and then they'll come down here into our collection system down here. So yeah, apparently this is something that, well, when I build this in an actual world, I'll just put all the drops through an item filter that goes into a shulker loader to save iron, and then I'll once I've got the iron sorted out, everything else will go into a trash can. Okay, Ellie, I'll give that a shot. All right, so slash effect. I'll clear everything really quick. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, hey, no worries, Clyde. No worries. At least you remembered about the at least you remembered about the effects. I always tend to forget about them. But yeah, these cobwebs are, all they do is they just align everything. So yeah, I'm definitely going to if I build this in a survival world, what I will do is I'll filter everything out other than iron. I mean, basically my whole purpose for this would just be an iron, just to get iron. There's way more efficient ways to get string and just about everything else, so I'm not really too worried about getting it from an iron farm. So what I can do now, let me give myself night vision. Oh, what's up, Clyde? What's your question? Hey, Dylan, how are you doing? Welcome in. Okay, Dylan, on this one, this is something that Rufus Atticus just came up with a couple months ago. The way that they're not delinking, I'll show you in just a second once I give myself this effect. All right, so the way that they're not delinking is the grass pathway blocks and the wool that limits their pathfinding, and it makes it to where they can't delink from their bed. So as long as that's done, they're not going to delink. I'm not sure if cats take fall damage or not, Clyde. I've never really played with it. We can find out here really quick. Um, oh geez, I haven't spawned a cat in so long I can't even remember what the egg looks like. Yeah, here we go. See what does not appear that cats take fall damage. Yeah, Clyde, the wool and the grass path is to limit pathfinding. And to be totally honest with you, if the information it was put out by Rufus Atticus, I don't even question it. Um, that as far as technical players on Bedrock Edition, I mean, he is pretty much it. That um, he was the one that came up with it's R Bedrock. It's a script that runs in the program R, and it basically it's a code digging thing, and he's gone through and analyzed the code on the game. So if he says that it limits the pathfinding, I'm not even gonna try to argue with him on that. Okay, so now we've got this one here. That's done. I'm gonna switch this over to nighttime so I can trade with these guys. Yeah, sand pushers were awesome, Clyde. I always used sand pushers for elytra launchers back in the day. Sand pushers were pretty cool. Navy Nexus used to use them a lot. I remember he used to use sand pushers on his 4-portal ticking gold farm, and he was using sand pushers to get him to the kill chamber faster. Alright, so we'll go nighttime. All these guys can still hit their beds. Come on, idiot. Oh, never underestimate the ability of villagers to do stupid villager things. Get in your frickin' bed. Thank you. This up here. And then, this is actually pretty important when you stack. You're gonna want to trade with these guys at least one time. Yeah, dumb one. Yeah, there's always got to be one. So we'll get this guy, and we're going to... Oh, coal. apparently. Yeah, villagers, given the opportunity, a villager will do the stupidest thing possible. So let's come over here, trade with that guy. You go back to bed. Trade with this guy. And what we're doing here is we're locking these guys into their trade. And if this guy's locked into his trade, then he can't link to a different workstation. Hey, Dylan, welcome in. Oh, Wayne, you made it after all. Good deal, good deal. We're doing some iron farm stacking right now. Alright, so you've been traded with. You've been traded with. Trade with you. How's everything going for you tonight, Wayne? Hey Dylan, Wayne, how have you guys been today? Hope everything's going well. I decided that would try a new iron farm design out. This is one that Rufus Atticus came up with. This is basically a max rate iron farm, and it only occupies one chunk. Oh, too hot to cook down there, huh? I keep forgetting that it's summer for you, Wayne. It's definitely not hot here, and the weather here has been garbage. We've been getting rain, and for my job, it's just no good. Oh, 100 degrees Fahrenheit, huh? Ugh. Oh, you're building the storage for the raid farm, Dylan. Are you using the mixed box loader that Redstone Wizard threw on there? Yeah, Dylan, this one's not my design. I really wish that I could take credit for this one, but I can't. This was Rufus Atticus came up with this. It's a max rate farm. It occupies one chunk, and it does really well. Actually, it's not a, I take that back. It's not a max rate farm because a max rate farm does not exist on Bedrock Edition. There's not enough spawning spaces available inside of the area to get it to max rates. The maximum number of spawning blocks that you can get in their spawning range is 512, and that brings the maximum efficiency up to, I believe it's like 90. It's like 97.3%. Hey, Redstone, welcome in. Glad to see you made it. Okay, okay, so you're using the shulker loader, but not the mixed box loader that Redstone had. Hey, Redstone, we're working on a different iron farm design. This is one that Okay, the maximum rates, Kieran, what that is, there's the maximum rate on an iron farm for a single iron farm with 20 villagers and 20 workstations is going to be 404 ingots per hour. That's based off of spawning mechanics. That's came from code digging from Rufus Atticus. Um, Anybody that tells you on a single village iron farm that they can get over 404 iron ingots per hour out of a single iron farm, they're lying to you. The game mechanics do not allow for that. Um, Most people don't rate test the farms correctly. Every farm I ever build before I put rates down, I will uh, I'll let it run for 25 hours. Oh yeah, Redstone, you're right. You're right. You're correct. 412 ingots per hour is the uh is the maximum rate. You're correct. Anybody that tells you that they can get more than that, they're lying to you. They'll put in something in a title like 600 ingots per hour. It's just clickbait. Oh yeah, Redstone. Jack did say to tell you hello. So got a got a couple people from your community starting to hang around in here with me too. Yeah, Redstone. I generally do 25 hours. And there's no particular reason I go that long. I guess there is, but it's rather arbitrary. The first time I did one, I wanted to do a 24-hour rate test, and it just worked out that I ended up having to work an extra hour the the night that I got back from doing the testing, and uh it went 25 hours, and I've just always used 25 hours since then. I think honestly, the longer you let them run, and the you get a better average of what you're gonna what you could really expect. So, but yeah, this is the farm that Rufus Atticus came up with, and I'm just testing it to see how the if the stacking on it is going to work the same as the other one. Because if it does, this farm right here is going to be way less laggy than the other one that I made. All right, Clyde, have a great night. Thanks for swinging in. Really appreciate it. Oh yeah, crazy day, Wayne. I don't think the stream's gone down. Yeah, Redstone. Yeah, definitely having a larger pool of data to average off of is definitely better. Definitely better. So these cobwebs up here, what these cobwebs are doing is when the items come in, they get caught up in these cobwebs and then they slowly fall down, but they'll fall straight down, and then that allows us to get everything into this water stream system down here, and it just goes into the chest. um we've had some we've had some pretty weird stuff going in here. You can see we had a pig, we had a couple of cows, some sheep, some glow squids, and then if you look over here, I think we even had a creep. Yeah, we had a creeper fall in there. So, a creeper, a chicken, just a whole bunch of random garbage. But yeah, this I'm really liking the idea of this because with all of these, the villagers aren't in water. It with the villagers not water, it's not going to create the lag. Yeah, Redstone, I've pretty much already gotten word from my boss that I'm not even going to be working tomorrow. It rained like crazy up here yesterday, and uh, it's supposed to do it again tomorrow. So concrete and rain, it's just a really bad mixture. So I'm probably just going to be sitting here on my butt tomorrow. Um, Wayne, try refreshing the stream. Everything's looking good here on my end. Uh, I called and yelled at my internet service provider, and they they told me that they turned my upload speed back up. Uh, yeah, Kieran. Yeah, the breeder, like, if you're gonna use a breeder with this rail system, you're gonna come. You're gonna bring your villagers in from here, but your villager breeder still needs to be at another 100 blocks out that way. So 100 blocks from the village to here, and then from here another 100 blocks out to your villager breeder. And yeah, Prowl's Iron Tower was what I based that that other farm off of. Um, I'm thinking I may be able to get this farm design. I may be able to get it stacked up, and then it should, in theory, produce way less lag. The lag issue on my 25 stack and 30 stack version, I'm almost completely positive that that was caused by the villagers bouncing around in the little villager pods with water. All right, Redstone. I'm gonna try that powdered snow idea out. I didn't think about that. I'm the only thing I'm kind of wondering about with the powdered snow. I don't know if golems can spawn on it. Um, do they not have powdered snow in the creative menu? Oh, Wayne, you're just having a rough time of it tonight, aren't you? Give this a whack and see how this works out. Yeah, that actually should make them fall through quicker, Redstone. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, cobwebs, things move through cobwebs painfully slow. I suppose as long as it doesn't hit the despawn timer, it probably isn't that big of a deal, but we'll give it a shot this way and see what happens. All right. Oh, hey, Redstone, we went over, the wife and I went over today and we went and watched the new Avatar movie, at the IMAX 3D. That was that was a that was a good time. I am not gonna lie, that was a real good time. Okay, can't spawn on powdered snow. That's good. Okay, so I'm assuming that the block state on that is what is it? I believe block state 21 is the one that can't be spawned on. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense since yeah, you have to have it in buckets to. Let's see, how long does that take for that? Oh yeah, oh wow, that falls through way faster. Way faster. That's gonna be a way better deal. So that'll actually probably help out with lag too if we get this built built farther up because the more items you have floating around, you know, you'll get lag from the entities as well. So not trying for not trying for any of that. I'm trying to reduce as much of the lag on this as possible. So okay, so yeah, we got that one. That one's going. Yeah, I think that I think you're right, Redstone. I think this powdered snow is the way to go. Because the only reason that we had the cobwebs going was just for item alignment. So yeah, that's definitely gonna work because that's gonna slow them down just enough that they're gonna fall through. And they'll end up down in the storage. That'll work. That will work. Okay, so let's go. We'll go 20 more up from here. So that's going to be negative 13. Or wait, I think I counted that wrong. Or no, that's going to be positive 8. Oh, you're gonna have to wait until it comes out on Redbox. Yeah, it's well the wife's birthday was this weekend, so that was why we decided to go. Um we generally don't go to very many movies, but it was the wife's birthday, so I just kind of figured it'd be a fun time. All right, so we need to be here. Yep. I was just really happy that they finally came out with that because I've been waiting the for Avatar to come out for oh shoot forever. Absolutely forever. I don't know that, I don't know that that's gonna be a problem with the cat's redstone because, they technically should never be able to hit that lava. Um, I don't think the cats bounce up that high. Um, you got 2 blocks before the lava even starts, so it should technically only burn up the golems. Okay, we'll break that. And then we'll replace all of this. And yeah, I always forget about that. I I played for I played for so long with my son just building regular stuff that I tend to forget about commands an awful lot of the time. Uh, Clyde was helping me out quite a bit with commands, and then oh shoot, I can't remember. There was somebody else that helped me out with them too. I'm terrible with names. The older I get, my memory just sucks. Okay, so now we've got this in here. We'll do another iron trade. We'll bring blast furnace guys in here, I guess. Might as well use the iron from the iron farm to trade with these guys if you're going to do this in survival. So we'll replace all of these. Alright, so we're good there. Where's our walkway at? Okay, so we'll bring these guys in from here. Let's see here. Redstone, if there's a command to make this go out 100 blocks that way, that would be amazing. Oh, shoot. Gotta break these beds. Can't have these beds over here. Yeah, see it. I'm not even. I'm not even really worried about the deal with the cats. Rufus Atticus has verified through code digging that cat spawns don't compete with golem spawns. So, I mean, if the cats just want to spawn in there, I mean, they can spawn in there all day long for all I care. It makes absolutely no difference to me whatsoever. Okay, so clear that out. Get our little dum-dum protection thing going on here so these idiots don't fall out. Yeah, see, Redstone, that's kind of where I'm at. When my son and I first started playing, oh geez, forever ago, uh, it 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 just wasn't even an option, and we just we just learned how to build everything in creative, and then uh, would just try to transfer it into survival after we did the creative. And to be totally honest with you, when I first started playing with my son, I didn't even know that creative was a thing. When my son and I first started playing together, I had no clue that creative even existed. Yeah, yeah, Redstone. I tell everybody that as you age, uh, you know, your your memory is the second thing to go. And can you remember what the first one was? Hey, Anon, what's going on? Welcome into the stream. We are messing around with stacking iron farms. This is the design that Rufus Atticus came up with. This is a max rate iron farm. Well, as much of a max rate iron farm as you can get on Bedrock. Um, yeah, I don't have a tutorial on this particular design yet. I'm just starting to mess around with this as far as like building it and stacking it. Rufus Atticus has a tutorial of this on his channel. If you check the description on the stream, uh, I put his name in there. I didn't link his channel in the description, but if you just do a quick YouTube search on it, I'm pretty sure it's actually the last video that he even put out. Um, but yeah, this is a solid farm. The only thing that I have changed on it is in his tutorial, this powdered snow right here is cobwebs. But Redstone just let me know that uh these cobwebs could be replaced with powdered snow and the items will drop through faster, which makes life easier because it's less entities floating around in the world. So it'll be a better deal. Um, because I'm gonna see exactly how insane I can go with this thing. I'm gonna see how many I can stack. I did a Prowl's Iron Tower and I stacked 30 villages in that. I got a tutorial on that on my channel. But I'm gonna see how many I can get with this. Old guy has one that's similar to this that has 36 villages in it, so I'm gonna see if I can go even higher than that. I don't know why anybody would ever need that much iron, but other than just to have it. Put that there, that there. Okay, and then come down here and grab these rails and whatnot. Oh, okay, yeah, Redstone. Yeah, I'll definitely have to give that a whack. Yeah, and then obviously once you get these stacked in here, that whole walkway just goes away. You can just delete the whole thing. Get these moving over here. Yeah, I think this design's probably gonna end up being my go-to for just a strictly an iron farm. If it's something that I'm not gonna be worried about trading with villagers on, it it's not gonna make any difference to me at all. If I'm not gonna use it for a trading hall, I'll just do this design right here because it's gonna be a lot less lag and I'm pretty sure that this is going to be easier from a stacking standpoint as well, because there won't be quite so many farms in such a small area. It should be easier to spawn or to stack. I mean, because when I did the 30 stack version of mine on the last farm, once you got the villagers into about, I would say this point right here, I think it was like, you know, maybe like the simulation distance away from the farm, it it just got super slow. Oh, what's your idea on that, Redstone? I'm all ears. I'm up for trying anything out. Anything that advances villager tech is that's pretty much right up my wheelhouse. Put that there, that there. Am I is the stream dropping again, Redstone, or I'm starting to notice that my upload speed's starting to go a little crazy again. I might have to call and yell at my internet service provider again tomorrow. Okay. You want to do an 88 village iron farm? Um, ooh, let's do some math here really quick. 88 villages times, oh geez, here, let me look at my notes. 88 times roughly 380 an hour. That's, you're insane, Redstone. You you're insane. Um, that would be, oh, let's see. Where's my calculator? 88 times 380. Redstone, that's over 33,000 iron ingots an hour. That's, I mean, at that point, you've eclipsed Java farm rates. The only thing that I don't know is if you do 88 villages times 20 villagers, that's way too many villagers. Give me just 1 second, chat. I will be right back. I'm going to have to use the restroom. I'm gonna throw you guys over to the starting soon screen, but I will be right back. Probably like 2 minutes. All right, everybody, I am back. Flying machine, Redstone. What are you talking about with a flying machine? Oh, okay. Are you are you talking about moving the village in with a flying machine? Is that what you're getting at? Okay. Let's get our torches laid out here. Get this going. Oh, okay. Or are you guys getting rain down there right now? That's that what's going on? That means I'm probably going to be getting it up here before too terrible much longer. Just something here with my stream. Did I know Wayne said he was having problems with it, and his YouTube had crashed. I'm kind of wondering if maybe it's something with my stream or if it's something else going on. I keep looking at my upload speed and I'm staying pretty stable. So and the only other thing that I can think of is to go into my router settings and just allocate at least 10K for this PC. All right, so no worries. I'm just gonna keep working on this. Just trying to get this third level stacked up on here. Okay, so beds are out, workstation moved, got that going. All right, all my rails are in. Okay, so we're gonna bring this down here. Go with that, that. Alrighty. Now put... yeah, John, we got the second one stacked in here. Okay, so you see how we have a golem out here. This is definitely a problem. Once you stack these villages, what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to break these blocks right here so that the golems don't spawn out here. So if you were building this in survival, you wouldn't be leaving this up here anyways. I hadn't taken it down yet. Oh yeah, empty. This is gonna end up being a lot of iron. This is a farm that Rufus Atticus came up with. It's a max rate farm, or as close as you can get to one on Bedrock. I think he said the rates on this are like 390 an hour, something like that. And I'm going to try to stack a whole bunch of them. Hey Gojo, welcome in. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's I'm trying to come up with a new idea for a stacked farm that doesn't create as much lag. My last design that I had, I stacked 30 villages together, and while it works, the lag on it is it's just too much. It's almost unbearable. There's just way too much lag. Makes my computer look like more like a slideshow than playing a game. So go ahead and break all of this. Okay. So that one's in there. Now I'll be able to have everything spawning in where they need to be. And then this right here is just the village stacking that I figured out. You can do it daytime, nighttime, doesn't make any difference. Right now the world's set to always day. So I have night vision on because I switch it over one time when I get the village stacked in there so that I can get the villagers in their beds so I can keep track of which ones I've traded with and which ones I haven't. It's the only reason for that. So we got that minecart there. We'll put a bed here. And then, oh yeah, there we go. Program remove, fall off the platform. Go me. Alright, so this guy will link to this bed right here. I've said it before, but in survival, you would have a villager breeder 100 blocks farther out that way. You bring this guy up here from your villager breeder. Every iron farm should be made of 20% nitwits beside the person building it. Yeah, well, you know what, Redstone? Sometimes I think that I'm a nitwit for messing with these clowns right here. I think that should be the next villager type. They should have a villager profession that's a clown. And then you could, like, buy balloon animals from them or something. Alright, so then this guy will go right here. That'll be his bed. Put that there. Okay, I don't have a world download for this yet. I'm just in the testing phases of this. If you would like to know how to build this, Rufus Atticus, I have his name spelled in the description of the video. That's where I got this from. I don't have a world download of this yet. Okay, so we'll get this guy moved up. And then let's see. That guy's there. This is gonna have to be here. Okay, a redstone, yeah, I know it's been buffering every few minutes. This is something that I'm still working out. I'm working it out with my internet service provider still. I'm gonna have to get with you maybe later on. Try to figure out a way that maybe I can get something set up to maybe start assigning a couple of moderators for chat. Yeah. Okay, so now we got these two guys there. Break this one. We'll throw this up here. And then we'll move this guy up. That. Break that. He links there. And then I'm definitely gonna have to go into my router settings and allocate all of the bandwidth coming over here, so that way I'm not competing with other things in the house. I think my wife might be watching Netflix right now, but that shouldn't be affecting my upload speed, so not really sure what's going on there. Unless they've just oversold bandwidth again. That tends to happen around here. Now, get you bumped up here. Break that. You linked. Come back here. Flick you. Push you up. Turn you off. Put that there. Alright, and then we'll come here. Place that bed. Turn this lever on. Turn that off. Break that. You're going to link. Okay, put that there. Bring this. All right, Redstone, have a great night. Get some sleep. Uh, yeah, I won't be working tomorrow. I'm almost positive. Haven't checked the weather recently, but I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be a no-go. Alright, you link there. Now come over here. Put this. Move you up. Bump you up there. Turn that. Break that. Get you up here. Break that. Break that. You linked. Get you over here. Get you moved up. Yeah, Paish, I do not have a world download of this. This is just in the testing phase. I can't make a world download and put it out if I'm not sure that everything's gonna work. Put that there. Move you up here. Break that. Just keep moving these guys up one by one. Still the same boring process, just over and over and over and over and over and over. Just not gonna lie, it does get rather boring, but you know, if this is kind of what you got to do if you want to have stacked farms. So I've just gotten used to it. I'm not kidding you. I think I could probably do this in my sleep right about now. Right, so bump you up. Put that there. Bump you up. Put that there. Alright, bump you up. Put that there. Bump you up. Put that there. So John, I don't know if I don't know if you were in here earlier or not. We went and watched that Avatar, the new Avatar movie today. Took the family over to go and watch that. That was a real good time. Good movie. Good movie. Bump you up. Break that. Okay, we'll put this over here. Bump you up. Break that. Put that up there. Get this guy over here. Bump you up. Turn that off. Break that. Can anybody let me know how the stream's going? Looks like my upload speed started to go down again. Trying to make sure that stream's at least good for you guys. All right, we'll push you forward. Link there. Put you there. Put this up. Put that up there. Get that up there. Bring you back over here. Put that in there. Bring you up here. Alright, so I think as soon as I get this village stacked in there, once I've got the stacking process completed, I'm probably going to go ahead and end stream. It's getting to be kind of late where I'm at. So, but I will get this, I'll get this stacked in here so you can see the exact process of how it works. There's a couple of different ways after you get these two villagers in here to populate this village. Um, in a survival world, you would be able to give them like a bunch of carrots or potatoes or bread or whatever, and they can breed. But right now, there's a bug in the flat worlds where the villagers won't pick up potatoes or carrots or anything. They won't pick them up, they won't share them, they won't do anything. So you can't build a breeder in a flat world right now. So the other option would be to have your breeder way down there and then have 18 more villagers that you can bring in here. But since I'm in creative and I'm doing this, I'm gonna just drop spawn eggs. It's just quicker, it's easier to test what I'm doing. Okay, so see, these guys just claimed their workstations over here, so that's a really good sign that we got this village stacked in here. So as long as we don't screw up between here and right there, we're good. Alright, so he linked to that. You know, put this here. Bump this dude up. Get that guy moved. Put this here. Alright, he linked. Push that there. Bump this up. That there. Put that dude there. Bump this guy up. That. Okay, so he linked. Okay, so now that we've got it to this point, I'm gonna remove this carpet here really quick so that I can push the villagers over there on the minecart. This right here is going to be the center of my village. So I'm going to place this bed here. What's going to happen is the northwest corner of the pillow of this bed is going to be the center of the village. So I'm going to bring this guy in here and I'm going to set him right over here by this bed so that he can have a little bit easier linking time to it. And I don't have any concrete evidence that that's helpful, but just from experience of doing this, it seems to make them link a little bit easier. Not really sure why, it just does. So come over here, come back out of here. I'm gonna break that workstation, and he's gonna link to that. Now that he's linked to that one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I will place 2 more blocks right here temporarily, and we're going to place a bed there. Now we can break these blocks out from underneath it here because we're going to have to do that anyways. Now that bed's there. We're going to get this guy inside the farm. We'll kind of nudge him over in this general direction. Once again, these trapdoors right here, that's just here to keep this guy from doing dumb villager things that they so desperately love to do. Okay, so we'll break this bed. and he linked that. Okay, so now we've got that all situated there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to close all of this back up because we're done moving villagers in here. But if you were doing this in survival, you'd be either bringing more villagers in from a couple hundred blocks over there, or you'd just be throwing them a whole bunch of food in here. So now that we've got that, we can break that. We can break that. Now these guys can go to their workstations. I'm gonna put the rest of these beds down really quick. Then we'll get the rest of the village stacked in here. You know, once again, I'm in creative, but you'd be bringing your villagers in from a breeder. You could throw them carrots, potatoes, whatever you want. Stream's a couple minutes off, huh? Shoot. Dang it. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, John. I'm still having a bit of a fight with my service provider. I'm trying like hell to get it figured out. Okay, so now that we've got all the beds in here, I'm just gonna start spawning more villagers in here. We've got 20 beds, 20 workstations, and we got 2 villagers, so that's 3 villagers. That's 4 villagers, 5 villagers, 6 villagers, 7 villagers, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and that's 20. So this should be all of our villagers, and yep, we are already spawning golems up here. So we should be good. We should have this successfully stacked. I'm gonna break all of this right here again to keep from having golems spawning in. The spawning range for golems, that right there is the center of this village. The spawning range is a cube that is 16 by 16 by 6. centered on this bed. So I'm gonna let this go for just a minute, just to make sure that everything's stacked correctly. And well, this is just super frustrating because the only time I ever tend to have this is towards the end of stream. Or at least that's the only time that you guys have ever said anything about it. Hmm. Uh, John, if you can hear me, if you're still in here, is there any way that you can let me know if refreshing the stream will bring it back up? Okay, and then to speed this part of it up a little bit, let's go time, go midnight. Why do you guys have to be so dumb? Serious? You can't? Your bed is right there. Oh, villagers are so dumb. Alright, we got golems in the bottom. Got golems in that one. Go away, Phantom. Nobody likes you. Most useless mob in the entire game. Almost as worthless as villagers. Okay, Okay. So this bottom one, we already know that this is spawning golems. This top one I can see is spawning golems because I just watched the iron drop from it. Yep, there's that. And then this one we should also be good, long as these guys work here in just a minute. Sometimes you gotta sit here and wait a second. Okay, so we have a cat spawn, so that's good sign. We should start having golems spawning any minute. Just have to wait for the requirements to be met. Um, Gotta have 75% of these wonderfully smart individuals work at their workstations. I will be right back. I'm gonna let this run in the foreground. I'll just leave this on. Um, I have got to use the restroom. I've been streaming for almost 3 hours, so yeah, it's that time. I'll be right back. I'll let this run so that we can see if we can get any golems. I will be right back, everybody. Hey, Paige, welcome into stream. Thanks. I'm just making sure that all of this is working the way that it should. I'm back. Sorry, had to use the restroom. Okay, so we've got cats spawning in here, so we should definitely be getting golems. May have to set this to do the nighttime cycle. I do want to make sure that this is spawning golems. So I'm gonna switch my settings. We'll do daylight cycle.